Hello, my name is Thomas, and these are my classmates.
Dayang.
Albane, Oshimi.
As part of our Global Perspective project, we made a video to raise awareness on disease and health.
More specifically, stress. We decided to focus on school and home stress all students may feel and how it affects them.
According to our recent studies, over 45% of teenagers in middle to high school say they feel stressed all the time.
Stress is the body's way of responding to threats or danger.
When you sense danger, whether it is real,
Such as being in danger of a bike accident,
Or imaginary danger,
Like being in danger of failing a test.
the body goes into a reaction known as fight or flight.
this is known as the stress response.
Introduce yourself and what you do.
Yeah, my name's Richard Stockings. I am Head of Student Wellbeing at the British International School, Phuket.
What is the purpose of well-being?
Yeah, wellbeing is a relatively new initiative in schools, but in Asia it's become quite important. In our school in particular, wellbeing is referring to students being able to flourish in their everyday work and their everyday lives. Research has been coming out all over the world to say that where students have high levels of well-being, they do better academically. There have been instances where students have become stressed, depressed, even self-harmed, and in the very worst situation have even considered, or it's very worst, looked at suicide as an option. And as an institution, as a school, we feel very strongly that there are strategies that we can introduce to help students when they're feeling the stress, which is inevitable to all students. We believe that every student is going to feel stressed at some point. It's normal, and therefore our wellbeing program aims to create strategies and a toolkit for young people to be able to access these strategies when their well-being is not at a high point.
Please introduce yourself and your job.
Okay, I'm Mrs. Hamblin and I'm the school counsellor.
What usually causes someone stress?
I think one of the main things is, as I said before, really not feeling good enough. So just feeling that you should be doing better, and that comes from pressure from the school and from parents as well, that they expect a lot of very high marks, especially in academically and in sport. And I think it's quite a competitive environment. And I think also we all have that little bit of self-doubt about ourselves, don't we, that maybe we're not quite as good as other people. Sometimes that gets out of control. Teenagers also tend to do an awful lot of overthinking, and that can be really detrimental as well. You start thinking too much and you make yourself feel bad.
Stress can be caused by millions of different things.
It depends on the person and the environment.
But there are common external and internal causes.
external causes include major life changes such as moving to a new city.
Work or school, such as having a big presentation coming up.
Internal causes include having relationship problems with friends, family, or significant others.
Okay, my name is Andrew, I'm 15 and I'm in year 11.
Alright. Do you ever feel school stress?
It depends what time. At the beginning of the school year I don't really feel much stress, but towards exams or coursework and deadlines I start to feel the stress.
Hi, I'm Polina and I'm from year 11.
So, do you feel school stress?
Yes, absolutely. I feel school stress every single day, starting from things like exams, tests, assessments, pressure from my peers to do well at school, pressure from my parents to do well at school, and so on.
My name is Daigoro. I'm in 11C.
What kind of pressure do you feel that makes you stressed?
Pressure.
Yeah, do you feel any pressure that makes you stressed?
My mom always telling me to do good. It's pretty annoying.
Introduce yourself, please. Okay, my name's Tony Donovan. I'm the AEN coordinator here. I work quite closely with Mr. Stockings and the wellbeing team in offering student support and coaching solutions.
Do you feel stressed at times?
Of course, very much so. I have to actively work on how to manage it.
Do you feel stressed at times?
Yes, of course, I feel stressed at times. I think we all do. And just like anyone else's well-being, I go from here to here, from here to here. However, what I will say is we are in control of our thoughts, and being stressed is a thought. I can choose to be happy, I can choose to be sad. There are some situations where there's chemical situations in the brain that impact on that, but essentially I think because we can choose how we feel, there's interventions. So for example, I've been practicing mindfulness for quite a time now, and what I've learned is there are ways where I can sit, quiet my mind, I can see a thought coming in which is saying, oh, I'm nervous about this particular day today, I've got to do this presentation, or I've got a lot on, and I can choose to get stressed and frustrated, or I can choose to just take a moment, have a pause, realise it's not actually that important, it's not as important as maybe I think. There's other things that are more important, like maybe my family or my health or other things, and therefore, I choose not to get stressed about this, and I choose to consider another way of thinking. So I think we can influence the way we think, but the first thing is to notice those thoughts. So being stressed, yes, I do get stressed, but I think what I'm learning as I get more and more into this job is there's a lot of ways of coping with stress that maybe I didn't know before.
You feel stressed at times?
Yes, I do. Not so much since I've worked here, I have to say, but I have felt quite stressed in other jobs, or if I've got a lot to do, yeah.
There are many ways to relieve your stress.
Everybody is different. For one person, it may be to concentrate on sports, while others need to relax through reading.
It is important to find an activity that helps you relax, to forget about stress and focus on something else.
But it is important to remember this won't make your stress disappear.
Introduce yourself, please.
My name is Rosie Tucker. I'm in Year 11.
What's the best way for you to relieve stress?
I like to read a book or go for a swim, because that focuses on anything but what I'm stressed about.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
No.
Alright. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Gemma Massey. I'm in Year 11.
What's the best way for you to relieve stress?
The best way for me to relieve stress is kind of just talk it out and to basically just, sometimes meditating helps, as stupid as it sounds.
Do not be afraid to go talk to your peers, teachers, parents, or counselors.
Do you think that there are students who are afraid to talk to you about their problems?
Yes, I'm sure there are. I think for lots of reasons. For example, if you suffer from anxiety, it's going to be very difficult to get to my door and come and ask for help. So I'm sure lots of students don't. Also culturally, maybe it isn't a cultural norm to talk about your problems outside the family. Yeah, there's probably quite a few people who I don't see.
It takes time to relieve stress.
So it won't happen overnight.
But it is possible.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Baita. I'm in Year 11 and life is good.
Do you feel school stress?
No, I don't feel school stress. It's like chill all the time.
What's the best way for you to relieve stress?
Best way for me to relieve stress is like singing in the shower and like dancing in my room. Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
I just want everyone to not feel, like, you will feel stress, but like, just try to balance out your work and like your relaxed time, and that way you'll just like feel happy. And don't like feel negative about like the amount of work you have. Just do it. Yeah.
It might seem